What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hazoret the Beatsticks. Hope you're ready to go burn to the face. But as far as opening hand goes, yeah, love it. We have Seagate Wreckage, Double Mountain, Ash Zealot, and then, beautiful Hazoret over there. Let's go ahead and keep on this one. I thought we clicked on that one. There we go. Didn't want to mulligan a hand that we did enjoy. Best of luck, man. Get the chat closed out. And then play against Hope of Ghirapur. Pretty cool. Always, I like that card. Let's go ahead and get the mountain down. I think that sounds good. Yeah, get the mountain down, and then we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, click on the mountain, anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. We're playing Hazoret the Fervent. Indestructible haste. Hazoret the Fervent can't attack or block unless you have one or fewer cards in hand. Then for 3 mana, discard a card. Hazoret deals 2 damage to each opponent. Playing against Hope of Ghirapur. Flying, sacrifice it, until your next turn, target player who's dealt damage by Hope of Ghirapur this turn can't cast non-creature spells. Hey again, yeah, you got it, man. Yeah, we played earlier. There we go. Sorry, I had a something in my mouth and it was affecting the way that I could talk, and I'm glad I got rid of it. Let's go to get the mountain down, and then. But yeah, I played against this earlier. It's kind of like Voltron style. Or I don't know. It's pretty cool. Let's get that down. Do we want to swing in with Ash Zealot? Get that going. Yeah, I like that. Let's get down Ash Zealot. Let's get down Gus's Scepter. Get that down, and then we want to exile a card out of the hand. I guess we could get rid of. Let's see. We're gonna go for 1 Power Stone next turn with the Seagate Wreckage. We'll see. All right, let's go and swing in with the Ash Zealot. Get the aggro going. Anything else? We're gonna go and pass the turn. Yeah. So speaking of Ash Zealot, so I got in during Return to Ravnica, and there's one time where I just got into, I was playing during Return to Ravnica, and I would go to Friday Night Magic, and it was like a 10 or 13 person store, pretty consistent, but it was the same people, and it was really consistent. And there's one time where I had gone there, and I tried to, I'm a Go Gary person, so I tried to do some like Go Gary deck, scavenge deck, and I just got taken out behind the woodshed, man, just like 0-4, and I was just feeling kind of sad or whatever, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna see the world burn. So I built mono red deck, and I had a play set of Ash Zealots in there, so every time I think of Ash Zealot, I think about the time where I just wanted to see the world burn. I was like, I don't care, I lost last week, 0-4, I'm gonna just go burn, mono red burn. And to be honest, let's get the Hellion down. It's gonna have haste 4/4 body. I do like that. And then we also have Fire Blast in the hand, which is pretty good. Sack 2 mountains rather than pay its cost 4 damage to a creature player. All right, let's get that energy going. But yeah, more than likely, I think I built that deck, and I actually. I think I probably still lost. I think I remember being like, dang it. I lost. But look, when I got into Magic back then, I had no clue about the network of Magic stuff. No clue at all. Get rid of that. Yes. 2 energy. Get out of there. There we go. I had no clue that you could look up deck lists. I had, when I got onto Magic Online, I had no clue that there were bots out there. That was all foreign to me. I thought you had to just draft cards, and that's how you got cards. And, I remember I was playing in the casual room, and somebody had a bunch of old cards. I was like, where did you get those? They're like, oh, I bought them from some bots. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was a thing. So, but yeah, when I built the mono red deck, I was an okay deck builder. I understood the game as a core concept. But, and I was very budget-minded back then, to be honest. All right, drawn to Flame Shot. I may discard a card rather than pay its cost. Deals 3 damage to choose. Do we want to pop the Hope card? Get down Warm Passion, enters the battlefield tapped. Actually, we don't have enough mana for Flame Shot, to be honest. Yeah, let's go and go for Worn Power Stone. That way we'll kind of open it up a little bit next turn. And then we also need to start working on Gus's Scepter, too. All right, let's go and swing in for 6. Got the first strike in the nice little Lothnu Hellion. Steven, I think that's right. I may be wrong. All right, swinging in for 6. It's going to put our opponent down to 16. And then we'll go and activate Gus's Scepter. Exile a card. We're going to get rid of the, because more than likely, let's get rid of Flame Shot for right now. And then next turn we can go for Hazoret. That'd be nice to start swinging with Hazoret. And then Go and pass the turn to our opponent and let them do their thing. But yeah, I've never been a burn player, so when I finally built Hazoret, it was a lot of fun to build Hazoret, and it's really weird when you're playing Hazoret because you're trying to actively get rid of cards in your hand. You know, in a perfect world, it's just going to be like burn, burn, burn up top, and then you start swinging with Hazoret. But there's other times where we have like Fire Blast in the hand, and we have 2 mountains, but we're not really wanting to sacrifice them just yet. We also have Blood Mist, which we can't really get down. We can, but we're just in a weird position right now. But it's fun utilizing different cards like Gus's Scepter. You know, exile cards from your hand, kind of save them. If something does happen to Gus's Scepter, you know, if we lose out on Flame Shot, that is a bummer, but at least we can still go for the activation to kind of get it back. Alright, the opponent gets down a Foundry Inspector. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That was pretty cool. I was watching I'm recording on Sunday, but I watched the Vintage Top 8 this morning from Eternal Weekend, and I don't know, there's just something really cool about seeing like a Kaladesh card. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, make it all the way into like the Vintage Top 8 series. I don't know. That's what makes me love Magic sometimes, is that this brand new card is like, you know, I don't follow the Vintage scene that much. You know, I watch it and I enjoy watching it because I wish I had those cards. It's kind of more from like a jealousy standpoint. Actually, let's go and get some stuff. Let's go for Hazoret, and I'll finish my Vintage statement here in a second. It's going to be 1/2 off the 1 Power Stone. Let's go 1 in the Seagate Wreckage. We'll go on Exile, 1 more card. Actually, we're not going to have enough. Dang it, I miscalculated. Well, we can sack it, get rid of a card. So that's going to be 7 coming across, and that's going to be 4 damage up top. Yeah, if we want to get a little feisty, let's go and exile a card from the hand. Let's get rid of Stuffy Doll. Yeah, let's go hog wild, man. Let's have some fun. Sack 2 mountains. Let's choose our opponent. Let's go double mountain, double mountain. Make Patrick Sullivan happy right now. Go down to 12. Let's go and swing in for 7. We're going full throttle right now. That's exactly how Hazoret wants it. And we can also get rid of Blood Mist next turn. And with Hazoret having Indestructible against a colorless deck, hopefully we can just kind of get into spots where we just keep pushing in. It's a little hard for our opponent to do anything. All right, swinging in for 7. And then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Puts him down to 5 total commander damage. But yeah, so with the Vintage thing, I don't play a lot of Vintage. I enjoy watching it, and it's a lot of fun to kind of just see old school Magic being kept alive like that. But I always enjoy seeing some of the newer cards that kind of like make their way into Vintage. I feel that's pretty neat as far as the game is concerned. That you can print cards in 2017 that can go alongside cards that were made back in '93. So. Pretty cool to be a part of that game. Alright, we're up to 7 total commander damage from our opponent. The little Hope of Ghirapur is really putting in some work with that Storm Rider rig. Alright, and then we still have Hazoret out there with the first strike. Alright, see what we're drawn to Thran Dynamo. 1, 2, 3, we can't get that going. So let's just go ahead and exile a card from our hand. Let's go and get rid of the Blood Mist at this point right now. Actually, we'll go and get rid of Thran Dynamo. If we rip a mountain or something like that, then we get that going. Alright, let's go and push in for 7. We're going to have first strike with the Ash Zealot, so we'll be able to take care of the Foundry Inspector if that gets down to it. And then with Hazoret, it's indestructible and haste. Not going to have Warping Well, create a Scion. Okay, alright, we're getting somewhere. Let's go. Let's have some fun. They can put the Storm Rider rig on there too if they want to. Now if they can, but at this point right now it's a 2-2. Either way we're going to be okay. We have Ash Zealot that's going to have first strike to kind of take care of it, get rid of either one, and then Hazoret's just going to kind of run into some stuff. So hopefully let's see if we can't get a land going, because that double strike might make a difference off the Blood Mist. Alright, so we got double blocks on the Foundry Inspector and the Scion token. Get after it. Alright, and then we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. But yeah, and it's funny because I kind of toyed around with Hope of Ghirapur in my Mind Crank deck. As a way to just kind of fuel Weir of Invention, and also as a way to make sure that we can kind of push the combo through. So it was one of those things where I played against Hope of Ghirapur earlier in the day, and I was like, man, I never even thought about having Hope of Ghirapur as a commander, so I was actually pretty excited to see this. Alright, opponent gets down shield, and if you just go straight Voltron, it's pretty cool. If you have low enough casting cost that we can keep activating it, make sure there's no removal being used on it or anything like that. Okay, let's see what we draw into. Draw into a mountain. That's exactly what we need. Let's go and get the mountain down. And let's go and go for Blood Mist. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't discard because we already played it. Let's go and get down Blood Mist. Alright, so we're going to give target creature double strike. So if we go for, more than likely, we're going to see our opponent chump block on Hope of Ghirapur with Hazoret. So if we go Ash Zealot, it's going to put them down to 1. Equipped creature is going to have Indestructible. I think we need to give Ash Zealot Double Strike. That's going to be the important thing to go for. Yeah, let's go for that. Because it's only going to be 4. But if we chump block with Ash Zealot on Hope, then they can simply just chump block, and then we're left in this weird stalemate to where Hazoret can't push past the shield of Cauldra over there. Alright, so I'm going to push him with Ash Zealot, push him with Hazoret. Alright, swinging in. I'm going to chump block on that. There's going to be 4 coming up top. Puts him down to 1. And then we still have, puts him down to 1. Hope of Ghirapur goes back. We'll pass over the turn. Now, as far as Gus's Scepter goes, we can return the Flame Shot back to the hand. Oh, excuse me. It's only going to be creatures on that. I couldn't remember if Flame Shot was target player or creature. So we could use it for 1. So at this point right now, our opponent's sitting at 1. They have 5 commander damage. They're going to need some sort of creature on the battlefield to kind of push past this. If not, then it looks like we may have it. So we'll see what they can kind of conjure up out of there, out of the Hope of Ghirapur deck. But yeah, it was a really unique card that they printed as a legendary creature, because technically it's not really a Thopter, it's like a bomb. And I don't know, it's different. It's a different style card. I don't know, I really enjoy it. Alright, so at this point right now, it looks like we're going to have it, because our opponent is sitting at 2. They have Indestructible. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Has Indestructible. Equipment named. Oh, okay, sort of. Oh, okay, excuse, there we go. Different pieces like that. I got a little mixed up on what was going on. Let's go and get the mountain down. Let's go and push in. Once again, we'll just go and give Ash Zealot Double Strike. And that way we can still push in with Hazoret and deal that lethal damage, or we can swing in with Ash Zealot. Swing in with both of them. Have some fun. But yeah, I've never been much of a burn player, so that's why it's fun to play. It's fun to play Hazoret, to kind of just go all in on some stuff and just burn up top. Like, hey, do you have it? Can you stop it? If not, got it. Alright, opponent goes down to -1, and they've been a super sport about this one. Let us kind of play it out right there, so I certainly do appreciate that. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.